Hi folks. In this video, I wanted to talk about this particular scene and the elements in it that I thought made for a good composition and good design. So this is a scene from Pinnacles National Park in California. It's near the entrance. It's just a little trail that leads back into the hills. A beautiful place. Just to be completely upfront, I want to tell you that the wildflowers that you see here, the poppies and such, they were present, but they weren't right at this location. They were actually off to my left, maybe 30 or 40 yards. But I decided I would import them because what the heck, people like pretty and so do I. As for the elements that were there initially that got my attention, there are a few things. Now, first and foremost, there was this hill, and I like the perspective of looking uphill. It's a little bit different sometimes to execute a painting that way, but it also had a payoff. There's this dominant dark mass here in this oak tree. So it happened to be in a pretty good location for painting as far as it being the focal point. There are two different compositional motifs here that I saw right away. One was the golden section, in that meaning that this focal area right here, and it's really the tree and the color of the wildflowers coming together, but this section is a golden section, meaning if you divided the panel into thirds, horizontally and vertically, this area is very close to the intersection of the upper right intersection, and that's known as a golden section. So there's that, but the other thing that was a little bit less obvious, because the clouds themselves are, they're a little bit more transient, but I liked the strong diagonal lead up the hill, and then with the darks in the background and the ridge line of this hill coming back here, and then the slant of these clouds being in opposition to the ridge line. So you've got sort of a serpentine format, compositional format, as well as the golden section. So I liked those elements. I liked the division of space involved, in that you've got this hill mass that comes way up above the midline, and it's not just one diagonal. It's a long diagonal this way, a somewhat shorter diagonal this way. All of these things, when I looked at them, said that this would be a good composition and a good design for a painting. And sometimes you can find those things pretty easily in nature. Sometimes you have to kind of move things around a little bit. As for the compositional focal point, it could be argued that it's the tree or that it's the poppies down here, but really it's the whole connected, unit here. And I like the way that the design of this sort of a semi-trail leads you up this way and then back this way. Oh, you see the trees, stop there and linger for a while. You see the flowers and linger. You come back up to the hill, and then you ride these clouds out this way, and hopefully you come back down here and start the journey all over again. But in any case, you're not going straight out to the left or straight out to the right. You are spending some time, you being the viewer, spending some time within the four edges of this painting. Anyway, I just wanted to run a few things by you. And of course, last but not least, moving these flowers in here. Look, they're pretty, and I have no problem with that, moving things around. Now, if they didn't exist there, or if there were palm trees and I suddenly moved them into an environment where they don't really exist, that doesn't make any sense, and I wouldn't do anything like that. But these flowers, the yellow, the purple, the orange poppies, all of them were there in profusion, just not right on this hillside. They were a little bit, as I said, off to the left. So I don't have a problem moving things in to improve the painting, make it prettier. I don't need to get a photographic representation of the place. I need to get a sense of the place. And so I'm thinking that I got this, done accurately. I hope I did, and I hope people like it. But there's my thought process. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was useful. Remember, folks, great big beautiful world out there. Get out and enjoy it. God bless.